everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with Today in Sports Betting Tuesday style. This is the MLB show. And to break down the MLB, as always, I'm joined by Scott Reichel, my partner here at Winners and Whiners. Scott, we just muddled through our NBA show. A lot of uncertainty there. Is it finally going to get a little better here on the baseball side?
Oh, it should, mathematically speaking, we should have more options on the MLB side, right?
Much easier to find plays. Oh, man, we got it's doubleheaders. Hey, you like doubleheaders? Today is your day. It's 2 for Tuesday here at the MLB. Scotty, let's start it off with the Twins and Cardinals. Game number one, you've got I see
Barrios Martinez for
Jose Barrios and Carlos Martinez going up against each other. And Twins, of course, as you might expect, minus 123. Cardinals plus 113. 6.5 is your number here. Who you digging on here, my friend?
Well, as you know on the show, I've been saying that the Twins are going to go on a run for a week. And what do you know? They've been going on a run for about a week. Now, I don't know about you. Something about Martinez's 14-plus ERA doesn't really make him that attractive of an option in this spot. So I'm going to go with Barrios.
All right. Barrios has been.
He hasn't been great. He's been. How do I put it? He's been better than Martinez by a wide margin.
He has been better than Martinez. He's pitched. He's kind of righted the ship lately. Gave up one earned his last time out to a pretty good White Sox team, as we've discussed. He's given up just 4 earned runs over his last 17 2/3.
Now the Twins, I'll admit, are not good on the road. They're not good. They're not a good road team this year. But based on current form and the fact that their lineup's been clicking, Martinez has been a disaster. And the truth is, people always think, the Cardinals, Busch Stadium, they're really good. This year, not so much. They're only one game over at home, so it's not like they've been dominating at Busch as they normally do.
No, Carlos Martinez hasn't made a start in over a month, and that one start was absolutely dreadful.
I'm assuming you're also with the Twins here.
I have to be. I think we're getting a fair price on.
I think the Twins should be around minus 140 in the spot.
Yeah, I agree. I think -140, minus 145 should be the price there. I'll take Jose Barrios and the Twins minus 123.
Yep.
Game one, they're back on the East Coast. Boston and Philly go against each other. Martin Perez and Zach Eflin go for the Phillies. And as you might expect, Phillies are the big favorite here, minus 185, plus 170 for the Bostoners. And the total is 7.5 for your 7-inning game. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, Martin Perez might be an average at best pitcher if you were comparing him to the rest of the league. However, somehow with a 2-4 record and a 4.07 ERA, he might be Boston's best pitcher, which is a true testament to how awful the rotation is. So just keep that in mind. So he's not good, but compared to the rest of the rotation, he's a borderline all-star, which tells you how bad the rotation actually is.
I think statistically speaking, he probably is their best pitcher because Eovaldi would be the only
contender, and he hasn't
competition.
been
Yeah.
But if I really had to lean anywhere, I might surprise you here. I'm actually going to lean to Boston.
Yeah, I like that price. Eflin has been okay, but for some reason, whatever reason, it might just be kind of a weird twist of fate or whatever. The Red Sox don't win for Perez. They've lost his last 5 starts and are just 2-6 in his appearances. Eflin, for whatever reason, even though he has a little worse stats than Perez, Phillies are 5-1 in his starts. He's won 4 in a row. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think for value, I don't hate playing. I don't hate playing Boston there. Although we've talked about this, Boston pen is just dreadful. But hopefully, with a 7-inning game, they'll limit the exposure. Sure, why not? Give me Boston plus 170 there.
Yeah, I can't say it's really a great spot. I am a fan, though, of Boston having an off day yesterday to give them a travel day. I think could help them transition to the road. Is Boston any good? No. Should Zach Eflin ever be a minus 180 favorite? No. So I'm going to go with the Red Sox as a result.
Okay.
I'm assuming you agree with that. Eflin should never be a minus 180 favorite.
I wouldn't. Well, the There's certainly some pitchers that I might lay 180 with him against, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah, agreed. He's not he's not one of those guys you generally expect to see in the minus 180.
Like I'm looking at this line. I know Philadelphia's been playing better lately. Their bullpen might be very shorthanded though after having that extra inning game against the Mets yesterday. But it's one of those things where I look at the line and say Philly should be minus 160.
Yeah.
So you're giving me 25 cents of value roughly. Yeah, I'll go with the Red Sox.
That's fair. I think that's completely fair. Moving on to Tampa Bay, I'm looking to see who we've got. I've got conflicting starters. I want to check MLB and see.
I know I hit that game right in the head yesterday when I said Scherzer first 5. Bold call, Scherzer first 5, and that was an absolute sweat-free win.
Okay, this does look like so. It does look like
Yarborough versus Sanchez.
Yeah, Yarborough versus Sanchez. I had Charlie Morton at another spot. So
let Morton pitch yesterday.
What's that?
Didn't Morton pitch yesterday?
That's what I thought, but I know he was listed yesterday. So
it doesn't matter either way. We got
at any rate. Yarborough has been very hit or miss.
He's got no wins, but he's got a 3.65 ERA, so it seems like he's been okay.
He either gives up 4 runs or 0. There's no other option for him. Three of his games he's given up 4 runs. 2 of his games he's given up none.
That's the thing, though. He's got no wins.
However,
I was going to say he's got 0 wins, but he's got a 3.65 ERA, so it's not like he's been awful. He just hasn't gotten the results.
Now, I'll tell you who does have a bad ERA and he's pitched bad, except for his last time out when he was okay, is Anibal Sanchez. He's not exactly recapturing the glory that he had for the Braves last year as he had kind of a comeback season. You're definitely paying the price here with the Rays, minus 150.
I'm going Tampa.
Yeah, you have to.
I can't back Hannibal. I can't do it.
Well, I was toying with the run line or the over 5.5, but I think just playing them on the money line, you're not catching any value on the run line. It's minus 112. You're getting 38 cents of value. I have no interest in that.
You said the Rays team total is 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go with the Rays money line.
Yeah, I think that's your play there. Minus 150. First game of the doubleheader there. Out west, Scott. This is it's my guy. He's back again. Oakland Athletics are trying to put away Houston, man. Trying to take him out of the picture there for first place. Frankie Montas goes against Zach Greinke for the Houstoners. I'm not. We've talked a little bit in the past.
Well, it's kind of funny because we broke down Montas yesterday, and then it turned out Bassett pitched. So we already broke down our thoughts on Montas. That's why it was kind of funny. I saw Oakland won 6-0, and I'm like, yeah, good for Montas. And it's like, oh, wait a second, that was not Montas. Never mind.
Right. It was Chris Bassett going.
I'm going with Houston in this one. I mean, you're giving me Greinke versus Montas. It's a bit of a mismatch, don't you think?
I have to take it. Houston minus 130 with Greinke on the mound. Very, very tempting. You have to play it. And I'd even be tempted. It's just such tremendous value. Houston on the run line is plus 171.
That's very good value.
You're getting $3 worth of value on the run line. That is unheard of there. There's a whole lot of reasons not to play it. Because it's a 7-inning game. It's the home team, et cetera, et cetera. I might take a little sprinkle on that, but yeah, I think our official play there, I think it's going to be Houston minus 130 with Greinke.
Well, the one thing you also have to keep in mind is that, first of all, Houston is the home team, so I know you already mentioned that, but the game is still in Oakland.
Right.
So Oakland technically has a home field advantage while also being able to bat 9 innings. So it's kind of a weird spot for the run line, but for value alone, that makes a lot of sense. And you're basically fading Montas in comparison to Greinke because you can assume Greinke can go the distance in 7 innings. He's been pretty solid. He's gone 7 just one time this year. He's pitched into the 7 at one time. I'm saying he can go 6, and he gets you mostly out of Houston's mediocre at best bullpen.
Yeah, easy. He hasn't given up more than 3 earned runs in any appearance. He's had all of his starts have been quality starts except for 2, and that's just because he hasn't gone a total of 6 innings. I find nothing not to like about Houston in this spot.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, very good. And moving on.
I see that there's a game 2 for Minnesota and St. Louis, which I know I wrote an article about. I kind of guesstimated the pitching matchup, but it seemed to be that it was going to be Dobnik, who we both love, versus Ponce de Leon. I don't know if that's what you have, but that's what I had when I wrote the article.
I've got the Royals game before that. It's
never mind. Okay.
Yeah, all right. We'll get there. No, this shouldn't take long.
Sorry. That's the thing. Where's the value on Cleveland though?
Yeah, they're by the it's Junis and
McKenzie.
Tristan McKenzie. Yeah, it's
I love McKenzie, and he hasn't proven me wrong yet. So
no, you're right, and he's been very good. But you're also right about the value. The Indians here are minus 202 against the Kansas City Royals. Your run line is going to be minus 110. I think I would lean there, Scott. These are games that I don't think are going to be close. The Royals are just not playing good baseball right now. They've got too many guys banged up. Sal Perez is still out. Mondesi can't hit.
I know what happened to Mondesi. He completely fell apart.
Solera's he's out right now. The bullpen has kind of been dwindled.
I actually want to ask you something for potential value play. What's the first 5?
Let me check.
I'm talking about over-unders. I'm talking about the money one.
I got the minus 192, 4.5.
4.5. What's the juice on the under for 4.5?
None. Minus 105.
I'm going to go with that. McKenzie's been very good. Kansas City's offense has also been struggling lately as a decent amount of people are injured, as you said before. And Junis has not been great this year, but he's got a 4.32 ERA. He hasn't been terrible. I think 4.5 with the Indians. That's been one of my favorite plays all year. And I think that at 4.5 against a team that has a damaged offensive lineup against a solid pitcher, Indians could easily be up 3-0 and you're still going to win.
Yeah, we got away with this yesterday. I played the first 5 under 4 in that game.
Yeah, I told you about it. And then it was 3 runs.
Yeah, they put up 3 in the first inning and then didn't put up.
Never in doubt.
Yeah, never a doubt.
But, based on if you're looking for a minus 220 money line favorite here or finding some value,
yeah,
I think that the first 5 under is a pretty solid look there.
Not terrible. I just don't have that much faith in Junis, but
Junis doesn't have to pitch well. If Junis gives up 3 runs, do you think Kansas City has a good shot to score 2 against McKenzie? I'd say okay.
No, I think they put up less than that.
That's what I'm saying. So you're looking at 3-1, you still cash.
Yeah, agreed. We'll go a little different. I will go ahead and play the run line there against my better judgment. But
I'll go first 5 under.
All right, good. All right, now we can talk about one of my favorites.
Well, I was asking, do you have the same pitching matchup? Because I saw it on ESPN, but I wanted to make sure it was still there.
Yeah, I've got Dobnik versus Ponce de Leon.
Okay, so Twins money line, Twins run line, Twins team total over, Twins first 5 team total over, and Twins by 3 minimum, right?
Twins are minus 129 favorites here, plus 119 for St. Louis. I think that's
Yeah, in reality, you're looking at Twins money line for the price alone. That's just ridiculous. Ponce de Leon's been useless. I don't know why he's still in the rotation, let alone
because they don't the answer to that.
Because they have nobody else. I know, but they're in the plus 1 teens here. I mean, Dominic's been ridiculous, and Ponce de Leon's been useless.
Yeah, 8.02 ERA, 1.95 WHIP.
He's terrible.
Just not a lot to say.
It's ironic because he had like a no-hitter in his first start for like 8 innings.
Yep.
He's been terrible ever since.
Never forget that.
Yeah.
They're 1-3 in his starts. Yeah, I think that's a good price.
That's what the run line is on Minnesota. It's 7 innings, so you should get a decent price on it.
Run line in Minnesota plus 140, buddy. 269 in value.
That's not bad.
No, not when you're guaranteed 7 at bats.
You're basically hoping Ponce de Leon gets shelled, and based on how Minnesota's been playing lately, there's no reason to think he won't get shelled. So that's where I'd go. Okay,
that's a solid play. Now we're going to move on to a game that was one of my premiums yesterday, Scott. Toronto and the New York Yankees.
Yeah, Yankees. Yeah. You're wondering why I was a Yankees fan roasting the Yankees yesterday. You know why. I feel like that was a perfect summary of what I think of this team right now.
as
And I
we
think
have,
I think
we've
if you
talked,
disagree with me at this point, you're just stubborn.
we've
Seems
talked
bad.
in the past. I have the ability to make premium plays and absolutely destroy good pitchers. I've done it with I've done it with Trevor Bauer. I did it with Sonny Gray, and yesterday we did it with Hyun-Jin Ryu.
But
And
then nothing like a double-digit just score in an inning to
yeah,
really help you out there.
yeah, we're down 6-2. We think they're going to have a losing night on the premium side, and then Toronto puts up 10 runs in the sixth inning.
Good times.
All is right with the world.
And you know how much did I watch of it? None of it, because I picked the Islander game.
Nice.
That's how I spent my time here. I had the Yankees and the Islanders playing at the same time, and I'm a fan of both teams. So I think that sums up. Oh, and I also had Navy. So, it was really just a fun trifecta last night of entertainment, right?
Should have been time for maybe to cut the grass or something.
I should have taken a nap. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have spent my time.
That would have.
Oh, well.
That would have done it. So in this one, we're looking at J.A. Happ going against the newly acquired Taiwan Walker for
Walker's been good for Toronto.
And he's been decent all season. He's 3.2 ERA, 1.1 WHIP. I got no beefs against him. He pitched well in his debut there and pitched well against Boston. 2 earned in 5 2/3. J.A. Happ has been better.
He's been good. He's worked out something with Kratz behind the plate. Kratz has actually been really good with him behind the plate.
Been a serviceable starter. He struggled a little bit his last time out. Gave up 4 earned, 8 hits in 5 innings.
Wasn't fully his fault though. Gardner had a pretty awful misplay in the outfield, which prolonged an inning that led to a couple more runs. So that wasn't all Happ, but yeah, his numbers at the end weren't that great. It's one of those classic baseball rules where if the outfielder butchers it, but he technically does not touch the ball,
doesn't touch his glove.
And I'm like, yeah, Gardner kind of dove and he missed the ball by 10 feet and the ball rolled to the wall. So I'm not going to blame that on Happ. That just wasn't a great play by Gardner in the outfield.
Blue Jays a little bit of a favorite here, -112, +102 for the Yanks.
Really? You're telling me the Blue Jays are favored against one of the worst teams in the league in the last 2 weeks? That's a shocker.
10.5 is the total there, Scott. A little bit of juice to the under.
I might surprise you with my lean here, but I'm going to go first 5 under.
I don't hate that. Let's see what you're getting.
The truth is that even with his questionable or his underwhelming numbers in his last start, Happ's actually looked pretty good over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Walker's been good. The Yankees lineup is still damaged, and it looked okay yesterday and all. But, I mean, what's the first 5 here? 6?
It's 6, yeah.
I'm going to go under there because I think Walker's been really good lately, and Happ has been pretty good as well. Assuming Kratz is behind the plate, they have a pretty solid chemistry there. And both teams dealing with a decent amount of injuries in the lineup. I know that Toronto scored 10 runs in the 6th, but you look at who's around. Teoscar Hernandez has been their best player. He's out for the year. He's gone. You have a couple injuries to some other guys whose names escape me. But both teams are a little bit banged up from a lineup perspective, and both pitchers, I think, are being a little bit disrespected here based on that total. So okay. I'm going to go with the first 5 under.
That's good value.
And I'm obviously leaning for Toronto the full game, which I have to. The Yankees are terrible.
Okay, very good. Trap line of the day, Scott. Chicago, Pittsburgh, Dylan Cease and Joe Musgrove. Go.
Well, I was telling you before that I was thinking about doing this as a play of the day, and then at the end of the day, I looked at the line and said, wow, I can't do this. And I just decided not to. But I'm still going to lean White Sox.
White Sox -127. Pittsburgh +117. It's like going to a Chinese buffet where it's like $3.99. It's too good.
What's the catch?
There's going to be some kind of a problem there. White Sox have been obviously one of the hottest teams in baseball. They've won 7 of their last 10. They've won 4 straight, and Pittsburgh has not.
They've alternated wins and losses for about the past week. But
yeah, they have 4 and 6 over their last 10. Run differential -52 runs. Scott, that's not good. That's just one. That's one worse than the Royals. So they're not good. Meanwhile, the White Sox run differential +53 on the season in 40 games. Yeah, that's impressive. I have
the line's a massive trap line, but Musgrove's been awful. So yeah. I'll go with the White Sox.
I'll take a little bit of value here at the playing the team total over 5.5 at +103.
Would you prefer 5.5 at 103 or 5 at -110?
I'd
probably take 5 at that point, right?
Take 5.5, 103.
Really?
I believe it.
I mean, you gain 13 cents of juice, but you also just lose half a run of push value. I think the 5's probably better. But then again, when the White Sox score 7, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, I think that's something that they certainly are able to do. They can score early and they can score often. They come at you from all different areas. I'm just looking to see what they've done over their last few here.
Well, they played the Royals, so they destroyed.
Yeah, they put up 20 runs in
4 games.
20. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. They put up 31 runs in 4 games against the Royals.
It's pretty good.
And I think that's a similar situation here with Musgrove. Yeah.
Yep.
Give me the over 5.5 there plus money. I'll take it.
Yep.
All right. Moving right along as we go to game 2 between the Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies.
I don't know his pitching game 2.
Nope. Boston is undecided. Vince Velasquez going for the Phillies. So
I heard rumors it might be Pivetta for the Red Sox, who used to pitch for Philly, who's also terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know who's pitching for one side, but for the Red Sox, it can't be good. So I'm going to go with the over.
8.5, Scott. They see you coming.
I don't give a damn. Vince Velasquez, after his play last year in the outfield, probably should convert it to being an outfielder because he can't pitch.
8.5 in a 7-inning game. I think
Velasquez stinks. The whole Red Sox team can't pitch. It's. I wouldn't be surprised to see both teams scored at least 4 runs. And we're talking 7 innings. I think this game's gonna have a lot of runs in it.
Fair enough. Marlins and the Braves. Bravos are a small favorite there, minus 117. Sixto Sanchez goes up against Kyle Wright for.
That's another thing we got to talk about, by the way. The Braves, unfortunately, are going to be without Max Fried for a little while, as he was put on the IL today. So the Braves rotation now features Tommy Malone, and that's basically it, right?
Touchdown, Tommy Malone, man.
That's all you got. You don't really have anybody else. You're kind of screwed. You're bringing back Sean Newcomb. I don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah, I don't know. And you do have the same. You have Kyle Wright on this one as well.
Yeah, that's what I have. I'm going with Marlins first 5. I can't go against my boy Sixto. He's been good. He's been good, and Kyle Wright is not. So I'll go with the Marlins team. I'll go with the Marlins first 5 money line.
Yeah, Kyle Wright 7.20 ERA. Yeah, not much to like there. 17 hits, 15 innings.
I think you'll agree with me on that the Marlins first 5 is a decent amount of value there.
Yeah, that's probably the way I would play this. I'd be tempted by the full game, but yeah, Atlanta has been good at home. They do have the potential to come back. First 5 in this one, you're catching 110 either side. Yeah, I'll take it. You're giving up your plus money there, but I'll take first 5 Miami minus 110. I'm with you. Baltimore and the Mets. Mets big favorite here, minus 155. Baltimore plus 135. And I'm just looking for the pitching matchup here. John Means against Michael Wacha. Oh, Jesus.
They faced each other about a week and a half ago, and I had the over. I think it was 10, and it went way over. So
wake me up when 2020 is over, would you, buddy?
For the pitching staffs?
Yeah, I'm so tired.
This is borderline KBO territory on here.
Sorry, by the way, I gave you the first 5 prices there. That was my bad. It's actually the Mets are even a bigger favorite, minus 179, plus 165.
Yeah, there's no way I'm playing the Mets at minus 170 something with.
God, is there a hurricane in New York blowing in from center field?
It appears that way, doesn't it?
The total's 9.
No, I know. No, the wind's actually blowing out, according to reports.
What am I missing here, buddy?
Unless conceptually, the idea that they already faced these teams about a week ago, so maybe they'll pitch better the second time around.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I know that the Mets team total right now is a 4.5, heavily juiced to the over, like 133, but it's 4.5 against Means. And the Mets what?
I've got it at 5.5.
I see 4.5 on Fox Bet.
Yeah, it's just we'll see because it's plus 114, so it's headed that direction.
I see minus 133 at 4.5 for the Mets. I'm taking it. I know it's a lot of juice for a home team. The Mets have scored at least 8 runs in each of their last 2 games. and
Okay.
Means can't pitch. So I'll go with the Mets team total over 4.5 at -133 on Fox Bet.
I'm going the other way. I'm going to take Baltimore over 3.5, -128.
I can't believe you've done this. No, I'm joking. It doesn't matter. This game should have a lot of runs. That's a good deal at 3.5 also. I mean, Walker stinks.
Yeah, he's been awful. He's been just a shell of his.
What's the number on the 3.5?
-128.
That's a good deal.
I think so too.
No, it's a good deal.
It's not.
Baltimore hasn't been hitting the ball that well lately. They beat the Yankees anyway. The Yankees are just bad, but yeah, I expect to see runs. So that's how I'm looking at it.
These are two guys, and we talk about this phenomenon that seems to be this year, where these guys, they just keep trotting these guys out.
If it was a regular situation, I have a theory that half of the rotations would be in the minors by now.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. That's how do you Walker's got a 7.20 ERA, Means has an 8.1 ERA, and they've made starts. That's not like 2 starts.
No, they've made each like 7 or something starts. They can't pitch.
Yeah. Baltimore's 0-6 in Means start, so it's hard to take Baltimore there even at that plus value.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take them on the
team total.
Team total over. And looking, these matchups just keep getting better and better. The Angels and the Rangers got 2 teams that really haven't wanted to play baseball for about a month now.
Yep.
Yet they keep trotting them out there. Julio Teheran. Wow. Speaking of terrible.
Is it Teheran? I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be Heaney or not.
Let's see. I've got Teheran there, and now I've got Heaney on the actual MLB side. So we're going to go with that.
Once again, just keep in mind, if you want to back a pitcher in particular, make sure you have listed pitchers available.
Yeah. ESPN has Teheran. MLB has Heaney. Lance Lynn is going for Texas, and I think that could be the.
Does it even really matter who pitches for Texas? I know that they're at home and they've been awful on the road, but how do you get smacked by Seattle? For a 4-game series, you get smacked by Seattle? What's wrong with you?
They've got some bats on that team. That's
No, Seattle can hit, I know, and they're also kind of closing in a wild card spot somehow. But, I mean, I got to assume that the stock is at 0 at this point.
Yeah. Well, Seattle's competing, dude. They're competing.
I know Seattle's competing, but Texas has shown nothing over the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh no, they're dreadful. They're absolutely dreadful. They've gone. They're
at DEFCON 1 right now. I mean,
they were in 3rd place. They were in the playoffs. They were 1 game over 500, and they are now 14 under.
They stink.
And they've lost 6 straight. The problem is Lance Lynn was dreadful his last start.
No. The point is that Lynn's been good overall. He's been bad in his last start. I can't take Texas. How am I supposed to take Texas here? I can't trust this team against a AAA team.
No, I think that you.
I got only an Angels, but the point is that if Teheran's pitching, then I'll go with the Angels team total instead.
I think it looks like it's going to be Heaney. I don't know.
I mean, you can say Heaney's not good, and that's fine. He's so much better than Teheran.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to go with Angels money line, but I'll put Heaney versus action.
He's been okay.
The point is I need Heaney to pitch in comparison to Teheran. If Teheran pitches, I don't want it. So give me a listed pitcher with Heaney.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. All right. Moving on. I'll play the over 8 there, by the way.
Yeah, 8's too low.
And Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs, Scott.
Yeah, Mills, according to my article.
I've got Mills and Molly. Is that who you have?
That's what I
have. Scott, we must have some serious wind blowing at Wrigley there.
Based on this total, I think that's a fair assumption.
I'm going to check it right now, but I'd almost guarantee you.
Wind is blowing in 17 miles an hour.
Oh, that was quick. How'd you do that?
I already had it up.
Oh, well, there you go. All right, so you got your Wrigley Field 7.5 there. So yeah, I don't want to.
I'm leaning Cubs. I know Mills has not been good numbers wise this year. Molly's an ERA of about 9 on the road, so he has not been good away from home. And the Cubs, they haven't been as dominant at Wrigley as they have been in years past, but Cincinnati just isn't good. So I'll go with the Cubs, especially at -105. It seems like a good deal. Don't you think?
Cincinnati's actually the favorite in this game, -108.
I'll lean to the Cubs for the principle of the Cubs being underdogs at Wrigley against a team that's below 500.
Okay, fair enough. Although I hate Mills with a white hot passion.
Oh, of course, I know. I'm just saying you're looking at the Cubs as an underdog against a team that's in fourth place in the division. I don't know. I'll lean Cubs.
Okay. Colorado and San Diego here.
How about that game yesterday, by the way? A nice 0-0 tie going into the bottom of the ninth with the Rockies.
Unbelievable. Padres, it's got Mike Clevenger, minus 222.
You know who's pitching for Colorado?
I do. It's Chai Rodriguez. No, it's Chichi Gonzalez. No,
he stinks. He's been in the league for years, and he's never good. I'm going with the Padres team total over.
And this year is no different. Yeah, I think that's the play there.
I don't know what the number is, but I gotta go with it.
Yeah, it's 5.5.
It's not great for a team that got shut out for 8 innings yesterday, but Chichi's terrible. The Rockies bullpen's terrible. I got to assume San Diego should put up at least 5. Now 5.5, of course, is dicey because I just said 5, but should have a decent chance there. Chichi's not any good, and the Rockies bullpen stinks.
Yeah, he's made just one start this season. He,
it's not good.
Wasn't good. 3 earned 3 innings, kind of his thing.
Nope, he's not good.
All right, I'll go with you there. I'm not laying. I have no interest in laying minus 220 on Mike Clevenger.
I agree.
All right, so that takes us to the Dodgers and D-backs. Once again, Dodgers tallest number on the board, minus 240, plus 216 on the Diamondbacks, and that's Walker Buehler up against Luke Weaver. Scotty, Luke Weaver, him of the 7.44 ERA. However, he has been better. Luke Weaver was blown up his first 2 starts, and he's been all right. Gave up 2 earned his last time out, 5 1/3 against Kershaw. Didn't win because Kershaw was just about unhittable in that game. Walked nobody, had no strikeout. Had 5 strikeouts. Any interest in dog hunting here?
With Luke Weaver?
Mm-hmm.
No. What's the run line on the Dodgers? Like minus, what is it going to be, like minus 160, minus 150?
Most likely. It is minus 160 is your run line there, 80 cents of value.
Well, for the sake of about 80, 90 cents, it's really not that bad, but I don't know if I really want to lay 160 with, on a team on the run line.
No.
I'll be a little bit different. What's the team total for Arizona?
3.5.
I'll go with the under.
The under 3.5. Counting on Walker Buehler there. He's been
a lot better over the past month than he did to start the year.
Yes, he did struggle a little bit early.
He shut down the Diamondbacks a week and a half ago, right? And
Zach Gallen, won that game. Ended up winning that game 3-2. He got a no decision.
Going to extras, right?
He went to they gave up. He went 5 innings, gave up no earned, just 2 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
What's the minus on? What's the juice on the 3.5 under?
3.5 under, minus 130.
I'll take it. It's not great, but Buehler, I have faith in. It's tough to find value anywhere here.
I'm trying to see if I can get the first 5 at 5. Yeah, give me the first 5 under 5.
Okay.
I'll play that.
I don't want to take it under because Luke Weaver could implode at any moment.
He could.
Yeah.
All right, last game on the board. It is the aforementioned Mariners and the San Francisco Gigantes. Pitching matchup there is, come on, computer, there we go. L.J. Newsome against.
He's actually been decent in limited action this year.
Logan Webb.
I don't think it matters who pitches. I think we kind of have to go Mariners, right?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a Logan Webb fan at all.
It's on current form. Seattle's been playing well. Playing Texas helps, but
Seattle's won 6 straight. They've played themselves back into a sort of contention there, I guess. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. I'm gonna fade Webb here, and we're getting we're getting plus money, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of plus money.
Plus 140 on the Seattle Mariners.
It's a lot of plus money. I got to take that to the bank.
Yeah.
It could lose, but you're giving me a team on a 6-game winning streak at plus 140. That's just a joke.
I agree against a pitcher that I'm not a fan of.
Yep.
Okay, solid as a rock. Yeah, it's not a bad card. That's an okay card. There's some
Baseball's
value
fine.
there.
It was just mostly for basketball that I thought the card was not great at all.
Yeah, nice thing about baseball, you got whatever you got.
You have 70 options to choose from.
Yeah, that's the deal, and you got 3 or 4 or 5 options on each game. Yeah, find a pick. Come on.
Yep.
So, all right, guys, that's it. That's our MLB show for today on Today in Sports Betting. We appreciate it as always. If you want to find out what our other great handicappers are thinking about this in kind of a deep dive format, make sure you check out winnersandwhiners.com for full games, predictions, and previews into every single game on the board every single day. And Scott and I, we do the same thing. We do every game every day here on Today in Sports Betting. So, yeah, there you go. That's the MLB show. 2 more days till the NFL returns. Scott, are you excited about that?
Looking forward to it. I know you are because the Chiefs are playing. So
Absolutely.
You're going to be eyes glued. I got Watson on my fantasy team. So I'll be watching as well. But, yeah, it's nice that things are relatively back to normal to some degree. Not around the world, of course, but for the sake of sports entertainment. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully the season turns out to be a good one.
Excellent. And we want to thank each and every one of you for checking us out on Today in Sports Betting. As always, let us know what you're playing in the comments section. Tell us what you think of what we're doing here. We appreciate all feedback, good and bad. We got big shoulders. We can take it. So, yeah, let us know you're out there. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell to be notified each and every time that we put up a brand new video. So for myself, for Scott Reichel, for all of us over here at Winners and Whiners, thanks again for joining us. Good luck on all of your plays today. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.